Katt Williams at Joe Rogan.
I completely forgot that happened until just now.
Yep.
Yeah, Katt Williams. It was a roller coaster.
They got really high.
It was a
They got high.
it was
They sure did.
it was a spiritual roller coaster.
It really
for sure.
was, because I got about halfway through. I'm probably like 60% of the way through. So when I first started playing it, I had sent it in the group chat, but it was just the audio out. And then I was like, that was the first full YouTube video that I saw. So, oh shit, Joe is back on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's real.
and,
But there was so many pauses in the audio. I said, I have to see his face.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
See
Way
what's
he's
going
speaking.
on.
because I'm like, what is happening? It's like they're talking so slow,
yeah.
back and forth. I'm like, yeah, I need to see the
Katt-
body language and the chemistry for this.
Literally.
Katt
One of the
is-
most well thought out responses I've seen on a podcast in a minute. Like,
He's
Yeah.
literally thinking before he speaks. Like that's the
bro.
definition.
That's literally the definition.
All right, yo, you be safe, man.
All right, yeah.
But nah, that's the definition. He was just, and it was very meticulous. Katt
Yeah.
Williams. You know what I mean? Like a.
Very low energy too, or lower energy.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say low.
High energy. Yeah, maybe not low, but high energy.
But it's funny because compared to the Shannon one, it was a better conversation to me.
it was
Definitely.
a more well-rounded conversation.
It was
Definitely.
Yeah. It was just the other one. It was just way more salacious, and he was just saying shit.
But
he
for
was
some reason-
pivoted.
and
I
he
had a
was in there
problem.
on a mission too,
Yeah.
for real.
And I had a problem. The only problem I had was that this nigga wasn't answering questions. Like
At all.
a
Sometimes,
nigga, he
yeah.
would get asked a question like, "Where did the Sumerians live?" And Katt would say like, "Well,
After a 30-second pause.
they say that the ancient Sumerian but something
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I know what
It
you
would
mean.
just keep going.
They did the same thing with the Solomon and Gomorrah story. He was like,
Yeah.
Katt, I know you know the truth. He was like, let us know. And he was like, and then nothing just happened.
And he tells another story
That has
that-
nothing to do with it.
so eventually, like you can forget
He
that you
pretty much
asked the
just
question.
like moved it out the way. He moved the
This the
goalpost.
37th time I'm gonna be canceled.
There was a couple moments where they
Yeah.
both realized that they was like, all right, a lot of people wanted this to happen, but what are we supposed to do now?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is a good point.
Because they're not going to be like, all right, Katt, name the 6 comedians he was talking about.
It is kind of yeah.
There was a
that's-
couple YouTube reaction pages waiting for that.
That's
fucking
all we're waiting
response,
for,
right?
honestly.
yeah.
That's true.
But not all, but like because of the energy that he was coming off of with the Shannon Sharp one, it was like, yeah, we need to hear about these 6 comedians. But that was another thing too. It's like the hype up or the build when we're like begging Joe Rogan to do something, it does put them in a weird position where it's like, well, what the hell do we
What
do?
happened? Because he
Yeah.
doesn't go in with a plan for real.
He's always freestyling. It's
Yeah.
just this was highly demanded.
Yeah.
Even though they had a good conversation still, just because
It worked.
they're not going to sit in a room silent with each other. It might move slow. That's about it, though.
The conversation found its way.
It found its way for
It
sure.
found its way. It was a journey.
Through
Yeah.
the smoke.
And I'm
It's-
still not done. Like I said, I'm about 60% of the way through.
You honestly about done.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Just
can.
go ahead.
Because
Just
I'm-
go ahead
heard
and
it all.
finish
I'm about
Yeah.
80% myself. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
you're
wanted them to go in on a comedy conversation. Just like they talked about comedy and all that being a
Very
comedy, but
lightly.
I wanted like more in-depth stories and things like that.
Because they probably have 2 different stories of what comedy was like when they were like coming up.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Just from
I thought it did start off a little strange. I'm talking the very beginning, 5 seconds in, when he was like, man, there's billions of people and there's only like 500 of us.
yeah, comedians.
It was like he was trying to put him on the same level of comedic greatness as Katt Williams in the first 10, 30 seconds.
Well, not
Well,
comedic
just-
greatness, just in terms of like people who are active professional comedians.
yeah.
Like good
it
professionals.
sounded like they were trying to like match our stage level in the beginning. That's what it felt like Joe was doing to
In
me.
the sense of people who can perform at
Yeah.
with
In
a-
the sense,
you know what I'm saying?
in the sense of people who's
do
like
this.
even like trying
Yeah.
to take on the
Yeah.
art. It's not like a lot of people
who do it
like
successfully.
you could go to a mall and be like what type of music you make, and a nigga's probably gonna like be like, oh, I make rap music. But if you go up to a nigga and be like, what's your comedy style, it might take you 500 questions before you get an answer. You know what I mean?
Or 500
It's just-
people to even get a person who does it.
Exactly.
Well, I took it more as like there's only 500 comedians who can go and sell an arena or do a theater or.
Oh hell no! There's not even
I
500.
think he was
Yeah.
trying
But that's,
to.
what he would, but that's how he's like the numbers getting lower and lower. That's
Nah,
what he was
yeah.
saying. Like he was saying worldwide.
He's just speaking
You know
to
what I'm
the
saying?
he's speaking to the secret fraternity that is stand-up comedy.
That's
It's
what,
not,
and that's why Katt kept saying the numbers getting lower and lower because he was saying like it's worldwide.
The
It's
good
only like
ones.
500 of good ones. Like only 500 of us worldwide. You know what I mean? We're not talking about U.S. We're talking about worldwide. Like Indian niggas have comedians.
That's
too,
what I'm
you know
saying. That 500 was a little modest. I feel like
Yeah,
it's got to be.
he
more
was
than
just
that.
you know.
Yeah.
Way more. That's why it felt like him trying to put himself up there. It almost felt like he was like trying to see if Katt would acknowledge that he's up there in the 250 with him.
But that's weird. Why would you say I'm top 250 in
Yeah.
the world?
That's what it
500.
felt like to me.
But wait, I don't know if that's a modest number because I mean, how many American like big comedians are there?
It's a
It's
lot.
not. It's not 100.
That's
Exactly.
why.
So,
100
like,
comedians? No,
It's not. So it's probably like 20.
ones. Yeah, top comedians. Well, what was that list that we saw months ago?
I forgot what it
What
was.
was it? The top 50? What was that?
Something
the top?
like that.
See,
And some of them on that
Didn't
that
even-
list weren't even. They were like movie comedians.
Exactly.
And it-
Sketch artists.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro. It really goes state by state because it's
Yeah.
a lot of comedians that like they're doing like church comedy, bro. Like
That's
somewhere
true.
in
Yeah,
Tennessee, and like
yeah.
they're fucking making it kill.
That wouldn't even make that list.
And like Oregon,
Yeah, they're making
like,
a killing,
my
but they're
God.
not close to like Katt. They're not on that level.
Fame. But if we're talking about money, which
Still-
is the most important part,
Well, still not the same amount.
I think we're talking
You'll be
level of
surprised.
professionalism.
but we're talking about overall. We're talking about level of professionalism.
We're not like there's plenty of niggas who just do open mics. You feel me? But like people who are active comedians.
Yeah, like
That's what he means by that 500.
There's a separation point though. Like
That's
there's a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
But I'm saying even within professionals, there's a separation point from a
shit.
professional
We're doing
and
it again.
an elite professional.
But he was just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
He was he was just
You're right.
saying overall, it's
Yeah.
not like a lot of people just
You're right.
picking up the art. You know,
I'll be real. What I heard was
What's up with comedians and accurate assessments? Like the
I know.
6 comedians on Joe Rogan's team, the 500 in the world.
I don't know. What I heard was Katt, I'm part of this 250, right? That's what I heard. I'm be real. That's what I heard. That's why when I was listening, I was like, hold up,
Yeah.
I gotta see these niggas' faces. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Katt's like, let me be polite.
Yeah,
You didn't invite me here. I'm like, what is happening? What? He didn't say it, but it's
because
like
they're both
he approved
because
it. What is happening?
Because he's also not trying to big himself up. It was just like a humble, like graceful moment between two of the most popular comedians in the world.
I think Joe's trying to get him to go down this weird superior class thing,
Maybe.
and Katt wasn't feeding
I
into
can
it
see
that
that.
early.
Nah,
I
man.
don't know.
It
I
wasn't that
interpreted
serious.
differently.
It wasn't that serious.
Yeah, I think it was just a little like, you know,
It-
not a lot
well,
of possible.
no, it was that, but it wasn't like this
Or protected class.
mwah.
That's what
He
he
wasn't
calls
trying to be pretentious.
Right.
He was just making like nigga, can you believe it's only like a couple thousand?
Can you
of-
believe we them niggas within the top 250?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard.
That might have been what you heard.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the greater context is that the greater context, because they even talked about this a little bit after, to where it's like it's a small world, but it's a big world, because
Yeah,
that was
right,
their first
right.
time meeting each other,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
which is
right?
insane.
Which
Not to me, that
It's
didn't
not
seem
insane.
crazy because it's like
That's
off
kind
the,
of
off the back of Shannon
Joe
Sharp.
Rogan
What are we
and Katt
talking
Williams
I
about?
feel like
met.
black comedy, A-list black and like national black comedy. It's pretty.
Bill Burr has probably met every black comedian.
He is, but I feel like now we don't see them. I feel like now, like they have two different things going on, like two different worlds,
But but
just based on your
not
audience.
really, because I've seen pictures of Jelly Roll with like 2 Chainz, or like some country artist Ed Sheeran with 2 Chainz.
True.
So, but the idea of Joe Rogan and Katt Williams, that's the first time they're meeting, and they're doing a
And
podcast.
this long,
That's
Katt Williams does some niggerish shit, like not
Yeah.
niggerish shit, but like he's pretty engulfed
especially
in the black side.
with like the last
Yeah, but-
5 years.
But on the comedic
even-
side, he's like revered no matter where you talk, who you talk to.
they're in the same spots. Like he even said that there was times where he would go to a comedy club and perform, and they'd be
Just
like,
miss
"Cat
him.
was just here."
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
what- that's what they're
He did
saying,
say
that it's like-
yeah.
like you only miss this nigga.
Yeah, I forgot he did say
For
that.
decades. That's insane. Yeah, just the odds of that.
But it was pretty cool, man. I learned about my culture, my people. You know what I mean?
from Katt Williams.
My knowledge, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge I should have known.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I
about the
mean?
creator
That's why I
and
wanted them
everything.
to talk more about that shit.
Yeah. I don't think I learned anything.
No, of course not.
Maybe.
I'll say, of course, not like it wasn't possible.
I was about to say he would be the first person.
They didn't make me want
They
to go
wasn't
down.
giving comedy lessons.
It's
Nigga, what you
true.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a podcast.
I mean, just information.
They made me want to go down some conspiracy rabbit holes. I'll tell you that.
There's a few of them that you picked up again. You picked up a lot of your old shit.
Well, I didn't. First off, I've never been a conspiracy nigga, but thanks.
Never?
Nah, I'm not.
I feel like
tinfoil hat.
everybody goes down that rabbit hole.
Just
to where
because
it's
that's
like,
your
I
life
don't
doesn't
know.
mean everybody else does it.
Well, don't they? Okay, so you lack imagination. Congratulations,
And
nigga.
so that's what it takes.
A little bit. you got to be able to think abstractly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you sound like a tinfoil nigga.
Aliens can't wait to probe you, nigga. They
Oh
gonna
my
make an
God.
example out of your ass. Yeah.
Said.
Yeah. You taunting them with that silver do-rag too, nigga. You look like a
keep
tinfoil hat
searching.
nigga.
Keep searching for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep searching for it.
Tone of flat earther.
You say something, nigga. Searching for it.
I'm
nigga.
letting you search. You
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
trying to find the one to land. Keep going, nigga.
They all landed. Bop, 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 bop. You gonna look like Lush after these jokes.
Well, he's gonna come out pretty unscathed, honestly.
I was flopping the whole time. So
And the thing is with Lush going back, he was bleeding from his ear?
He was bleeding from something.
nah, it was like his cheek, a little. Oh, his lip. I think he was. What
Oh,
he
his
talking
lip,
about for
but-
the.
oh.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. But he damn sure held on to that tissue. Flacco had him right.
Yeah.
Drugs, baby.
But all right, let's jump into these office hours.